50/50 podcast. Hi everybody, I'm Yas.
And I'm Yel.
And welcome back to 50/50.
Yes, welcome back. And please go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're here because we have new episodes out every single Wednesday. So subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos.
That's right.
So, we're getting closer to our beach vacation. We mentioned it a little bit before, but our vacation's coming up so soon now. Like literally in the next couple of days, we're going to be going on our vacation.
Yay.
And I'm just so excited. So that's been like my kind of highlight of the week. And I've been just prepping for that a little bit, just making sure.
Same here.
Washing my clothes, buying last minute things. I'm at the last minute, I'm like, oh my God, I need mascara. The last minute stuff.
Waterproof mascara.
Exactly.
You need sunscreen. You can never forget sunscreen.
Oh my God, sunscreen. And because I don't really use sunscreen on my body regularly, I don't really know which one to buy. So I've been kind of doing some research, and there's so many options. There's so much information out there. I've really been trying to kind of get it all straight.
It's so hard to get something that's not non-toxic.
Exactly.
You're trying to prevent cancer, and then these sunscreens are causing cancer.
Exactly.
It's just so crazy.
It's so crazy and it's so weird. So I'm just I've been trying to do so much research, and you don't even realize how much time you end up spending just freaking Googling different things. And
I know.
I still don't have an answer. As of right now, I still don't have an answer as which sunscreen is good. But I'm going to keep doing some more research. But at least for my face, I've found some good ones. And
that doesn't break you out too, because that's so important.
Exactly. And that happens to me pretty every sunscreen that I've ever tried pretty much has always broken me out.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal for me. But anyways, I found one for my face, so I'm happy about that. And then for my body, I'm still looking for that. But I feel super prepared for this trip, more than ever before. I don't feel stressed. Yeah, I still have to pack, but I've already been picking out what I'm going to take. So it's just literally what's left is actually physically packing.
Right.
But I mean, that's easy. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, I feel so happy. I can't wait. It can't come any sooner. I'm so excited to go.
I'm excited too. I packed all my stuff. My stuff is pretty much packed. I just need the toiletries and then I'm done pretty much, which I'm so happy about.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And, talking about just having to shop for stuff and whatever, have you seen on Instagram, especially on Instagram, I think I've seen more than anything, all of these Halloween things coming up?
Yes.
And some people have even started showing Christmas.
I can't believe it. I'm actually shocked because I remember last year I was already shocked too, and kind of the last 2 years I want to say, where starting August, people already start posting Halloween stuff.
I know, sweetie, it already started the end of June, I think.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, no. They said after the 4th of July, that's when they start doing fall.
And that's when I started noticing. I started getting emails from different
Pottery
brands.
Barn.
Pottery Barn was our Halloween shop is open.
And I love Pottery Barn. Man, they get you with those emails because, man,
it's pretty cute.
Everything is so cute. Everything is so nice. The way that these influencers, they style their stuff. They have, because sometimes they show, BTS, right, behind the scenes of different things. And they're showing, how they set up their stuff and everything. And it really, really makes me want to go out and buy it.
Yeah.
And this is the whole overconsumption, a maximalist instead of a minimalist, a maximalist. You have to get the latest things. You have to buy this. Oh my God, look at this beautiful new straw. It has a little pumpkin on it. Or these Anthropology cups that have little pumpkins, or they have little ghosts. Or look at this thing from Pottery Barn. There's just so much stuff, especially right now, that the whole back to school season, it's back to school, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. It's just boom, 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 one right after the other.
Yeah.
And it's just so crazy how much we are given all these different things that we feel we need to buy.
I know. Well, because now it's expanded. Before it'd be okay, you decorate your house for Thanksgiving, maybe a little bit, Christmas, whatever. Even Halloween, I know people put up decorations, but now they even have Halloween lights. So now it's people are decorating their houses outside too, which I like. I love the whole light thing anyways, all type of lights.
I have never decorated my house, the outside of my house, with lights for Halloween.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm
they got you.
I need these Halloween lights. And let me tell you, I bought them.
Oh my God.
They get me.
Yeah.
They get me. My husband, he says, I'm the best person for these sales for Instagrammers, whatever, all these influencers and everything, because they really do influence me to get it.
Yeah.
I just love it.
I know. And you'll always tell me too, and then that's what I love about you, because you always will be oh my God, I found this, look at this, whatever. And I feel sometimes I don't buy it, sometimes I do, but I feel you take the trouble out of me searching for things. Do you know what I mean?
And the thing is, I just don't like to shop myself.
Yeah.
I love to buy things for myself, and I love other people to buy it too.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy.
And you like to help them buy stuff, which
I love it.
Is so nice to have as as a sister, as a friend, whatever, because it's just like sometimes even like different clothes, I'll be like, oh, I'll even tell you, I know how you do things. So I'll be like, oh, I'm looking for like some linen shorts or whatever, and then you'll find them for me.
Because it's just so fun for me. I just love it, and you're welcome. I just love it, and that's the whole thing, the whole overconsumption thing, right? I love these influencers, number one, because there's stuff that I don't even know that I need or want. And they show it to me and I need it and I want it. And I really believe that I need it. I don't need anything. I have so much stuff. I should actually sell so much things that I have. But I like following with the newest things, with the newest trends. I love home decor. We love home decor. Mom loves home decor. And that's it's become kind of an issue, because you think that you need all this stuff and you really don't. You really don't need it. And that's what some influencers are now doing. Like, there's like, what is it? Prime Days or something like that?
Yeah, Prime Day is,
or Prime Week or whatever. And they're like, they have to put disclaimers because people are just like, I guess some people are even going broke. Because they're buying so much that they don't need and they don't have money for, but they feel like they need to just to keep up
with like a trend or whatever.
Or even with a certain look. I've even heard that some influencers have gone broke. They file for bankruptcy because they feel like, they need to be a certain look. They have to have a certain look to fit in with the rest of the influencers, but they can't pay for it.
Exactly. Or they want to like kind of show off this lifestyle that's not really even true to them. Like we've seen people who like, they'll show like their Lamborghinis, this and that, whatever. And then it turns out they were rented. Like they weren't even like owned by them.
A major influencer family, the Ace family. That you saw how they put like 2 mansions together because one wasn't enough for them. And they were just living beyond their means, right? They were over consuming so much stuff, buying things that they couldn't afford. And then all of a sudden they file for bankruptcy.
And they get their house foreclosed.
They got foreclosed on their house. And it's just so crazy. And so it's good to live within your means. I know, and I even say this for myself, to look back on too, because I don't buy like that, number one. I never shop like that. But it's good to know I don't need this. Do I want it? Yes. But do I need another bow mug?
No.
Do I need another Halloween mug? Do I really need another pumpkin mug? I already have 3.
Do you really need Halloween towels? Because people have you thinking you need Halloween towels, like a Halloween tree.
What
that's like
a
new
Halloween
thing.
bath mat?
I
bought it.
Oh my God, and it is so cute. Wait, is it the ghost?
The ghost.
So cute.
I bought it. I mean, because they have you thinking that you need it.
That's the thing. Like, it's like expanding. Because first, you kind of decorate with maybe a couple pumpkins that you carve and you put them outside your house. Then it's like now the lights came in. And now it's like they even want you to like, or not they don't want you, but they're like encouraging you. They're showing all these nice stuff to even decorate like your bathroom for the different holidays. And the things they really do get you. Because then you're like, oh, I do want like my whole house to be decorated rather than just my living room, for example. Or whatever it might be. So they really do get
creeping up.
But I think the thing is that you have to like, for yourself, just like with anything else, but you have to like kind of know your limits, like you were saying. You have to know like when you get to the point, like if you have the money like that you can just spend without even like considering it, then I guess you're well off. That's good. But most people, like I feel like even if you're really well off, I feel like you shouldn't be spending money like that, to be honest.
It's money to trash, really.
Exactly. Like that. And like I'm saying, it's fine if you want to buy some pieces, because I do believe in like pieces that you buy for like, the different seasons, whatever, but that you reuse. So like every year, it's like a really good quality piece, whatever, but you're going to use it, for many years ahead. So I think that's fine. But again, not a necessity. Like you should pay your bills first. You should like make sure you have food on the table, your rent is paid, whatever it is, you have electricity, heat, air conditioning, whatever it might be, before you're buying all this stuff. So I think like that is like a big thing that you just need to like, people are always going to try to sell stuff to you. And that's the thing with influencers. Like, that has become their job, because
like salespeople.
Basically. And they'll show things, but you have to kind of just know what you're letting yourself get influenced by, or like, what you're going to purchase and what you're not going to just buy because you want to just like, I don't know, you think you just need it, but you really don't.
Or sometimes it's just so cute. You're like, oh my God, it really is that cute. And I want it. But do you really need it? That's the thing that you have to ask yourself. Is it a need or is it a want?
Exactly.
And you can give yourself some wants. But not every single want,
Yeah, you have to have some limits.
Exactly. And that's the thing that you have to do. Just limit yourself. And okay, if you buy another mug, then get rid of one. Kind of thing. Like do one in, one out sort of situation, you know?
Exactly. And the influencers, man, it's just something about them, because like I don't know, we've been watching YouTube for so many years.
Yeah.
And I just really like, I believe the influencers.
Me too.
Like when I see a celebrity promoting whatever, even if it's like a drink or whatever, like, you know, on TV, even if it's like a YouTube ad, whatever, I just don't believe it the same as when an influencer is like telling me, like, I've bought so many things, you know, like, I even bought this like what is it called? Like a vacuum mop.
Oh yes.
I don't know the exact term for it, but it's like a vacuum that also mops your floors at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I never in my life would have bought that, to be honest, if I didn't see these influencers, like, because they're actually showing them using it in their house, and I can like clearly see how like great it is, like working, because it doesn't,
and it's amazing,
and it's amazing, and I bought it and I don't regret it.
I know, and I've even used it and I love it.
Yeah, and it's so good because it literally leaves your floors so nice and clean. So some things it is good because like I feel like I got like a real life review because I would see them post it on their stories and everything. And yeah, they might have like a ring light, they might have something like that, but you know, it's not heavily produced. So I could tell, like, I'm like, it's cleaning her floors. I'm like, it's gonna clean my floors.
I mean, it's people like you and me, literally, like anyone, just like the regular person. Your next door neighbor could be an influencer. You don't even know.
Exactly.
And so that's the best thing about it, that you literally see a regular person using an item and you're like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I want it. There's a review for everything. Even mascaras, you know, hair products, shampoos, conditioners, lip products. They've gotten to a point that they even do like dental, like, you know, plastic surgeries.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Just like ear piercings. There's so much stuff. There's so many like tattoos, whatever you want to say. There's an influencer out there for everything.
Yeah. I mean, even with my makeup, like I love to try new makeup and stuff like that. And I was just like noticing the other day, I'm like, I don't even think one piece of makeup that I didn't buy because I saw like an influencer use it. Like all my makeup is because influencers have suggested it. And usually it's like when I see a lot of them suggest it, then I'll be like, okay, let me give it a try. And of course, what I always take in consideration too, though, is like, I notice like their skin tone. If it's, I'm like trying to pick like a blush or something like that. So that's what I mean. Like you can see everything that they're like promoting and they might be selling to you, but you also have to keep that like kind of like a little bit of like eye of judgment in there.
Right.
Because also I've seen a lot of times where influencers, like they'll use a product, like for example, a blush or something, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll be like, you know, clearly it's an ad. And they even say like, I got sponsored by this brand and whatever, blah, blah, and it's so amazing, blah, blah. But then I'll also make sure to see like when they're doing just their regular get ready with me's, when they're not really mentioning the product, but you still see it. Like you can see what they're using.
Right.
And obviously that could be product placement. Like they could be doing that on purpose. But I sometimes will notice like they were just promoting this blush, but then I don't actually see them using it that often. So then I'm like, that for me is a sign. I'm like, might not be that good. You know what I mean? Right. So you always have to keep that. Like you can't just be like, because they said, I love this blush. It doesn't mean, or it's the best blush in the world. Doesn't mean it actually is. Like you have to kind of keep that watchful eye out.
And watch even throughout the whole video. Like, do they do like a wear test or something? You know, is it worth it? Does it last that long? And their skin complexion, you know, are they oily? Are they dry skin? You know, depending on what you are and what you need.
Yeah.
Also, even like for me, I love mascaras. We love mascaras.
Yes. I love mascara.
You know, what I like is not sometimes what like I feel like influencers like.
Yeah.
Not all of them at least. And even their hair, like the eyelash hair, you know, if it's not long, they're like, oh, this doesn't lengthen my eyelashes or whatever.
Yeah.
But maybe on me it does, or maybe on me it doesn't, or whatever, you know. So you always have to, like you said, you know, take it with a grain of salt kind of thing.
Exactly.
And always kind of keep in mind the stuff. But it's just crazy how I feel like influencers have taken over.
I mean,
like all this stuff. It's so crazy how it's been like that.
I know. And that's why I think brands like pay them so much money.
Yeah, because it's amazing.
I feel like they're actually pulling in the sales. Like, I don't know what the numbers are. Obviously, I never heard of those, like those numbers and everything. But I honestly feel like personally, the influencers pull in more sales than if a celebrity does that. So, yes. So I think that's why a lot of these brands, they are putting in so much money into these influencers and giving them products and taking them sometimes on brand trips and all that stuff, because they see the dollar signs. Like they're like, these people will actually, like, their audience is actually going to buy it.
Imagine they do the PR box. Let's say the PR box costs them, if it's like, I don't know, let's say it costs them even $100, right, you know, to give it to them.
Yeah.
The influencer is making that brand, I truly believe, over $100,000.
Yeah.
Just one influencer.
Yeah.
And there's millions of them now.
Exactly.
Imagine how much money each company is like making.
Exactly.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And especially we know, because talking about the holidays kind of like starting early and everything, we already know companies make so much money
in
this like technically, supposedly not right now. It's like the last quarter of the year, but everything's starting so early. Yeah. So like basically this like last half of the year, I guess we can say. And that's why I feel like they're extending it, because they know they make so much money in this like busy season that is like, the fall, winter, which we're not there yet, but like that is their busy season. And that is, I've heard a lot of influencers say too, that's when they get the most deals and everything.
Of course.
So it's just like, I guess they're trying to expand that. That's why everything's starting earlier now. That's why they're going into summer, because I feel like companies, how it is, people are greedy. So they're it's never enough. So they're probably like, why are we like getting people to just buy like, October, November, December? They're like, shoot, they're like, let's bump it up to September. They're like, why September, August? Now it's like freaking summer.
Yeah, it's the beginning of summer almost.
I know.
And we're getting exposed to all these Halloween things and Christmas things. I just can't believe it. But
yeah, and I have mixed feelings about that stuff.
Yeah,
because I kind of don't like it. I'm like, let me enjoy summer. I'm like, I don't know, I love summer so much, and I like fall. Fall's okay, but I just love summer so much that I'm like, I don't even want to think about fall right now.
Yeah, I mean, I love summer, but my favorite time is fall.
Yeah,
but what I don't like, I just want to live in the moment kind of thing.
Same.
I just hate having to live like, I don't want to live in the past, and I don't want to live in the future. I want to live in the moment. So right now it's summer. Let us be in summertime.
Right.
But even, this is another thing that is happening. It's like, if you don't buy it now, it sells out.
Yes.
And it never comes back again. Yep. And it's done.
Yep. That's the truth.
And it's just, so you're like, if I don't buy all my Halloween decor now, then I'm not going to be able to get it. By the time October comes, they'll be already in Easter.
Yeah, probably. Because they're so ahead of the game. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, we even saw last year, like, I think it was like right after Christmas ended, they started showing Valentine's Day stuff.
Yes.
Or before it even ended, I'm not even sure, but it was just like, it was insane how quickly they just switched to the next thing.
I know.
And we know, because we all know, like, from retail stuff and everything, they have to stay like, they're like one season ahead kind of.
Right.
But I don't know, I just feel like it's a lot sooner these last couple years, and especially this year. I feel like it's a lot, like they're pushing it a lot sooner. It's
crazy. It's just crazy how much we have to. Well, we don't have to, but it feels like you have to buy stuff.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. And then it's like, if you don't buy it now, then you miss out.
Right.
So you always are in that, like, should I get it? Should I not get it? It's better to just buy it, but then I shouldn't. The reality is, don't buy it, I think.
Yeah.
Take a step back. You don't really need it.
Yeah, exactly. Especially, like I'm saying, if you need to make sure you have everything else in your life right before you buy these things, because, I mean, like we're saying, it's nice and it's good to treat yourself. Like, if that's how you see it, like a little, like, treat for yourself, like buying little things that you like that. But honestly, it should be like, it's not a need to have. It's a nice to have.
It's
nice, and you have to like just remember that. And speaking to ourselves too. Yeah. Because that's how we are too. I mean, we see something cute, we're like, oh my God, like this is so cute. Like, where do you need it? Whatever. But we always like I
always try and sit on it for a little bit.
Me too.
Even though I have it in my cart, but I sit on it. I'm like, do I really need it?
Yeah.
And many times I'm like, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Delete.
Yeah.
And so sometimes, I really want to purchase all these things in my cart, but I'm just like, I don't need it. Maybe I'll get one thing. But I try sometimes, like last year, I was like, I'm not buying anything for Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything for Halloween.
Nothing new, because
Nothing new, because I have all my stuff. I have all of my things for Halloween. So I was like, I'm not buying anything new. And I really didn't.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd rather buy something for like Christmas time.
Right.
And so that's what I did.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you can do like that. You can always just kind of be like, well, I don't need this stuff.
Right.
And you can also always sell it too.
That's true.
And you make a little bit of money back.
That is good. And also, after the seasons end, usually there's sales.
That's the best time.
So that is the best time to get it for the next year. I know it kind of sucks because then you don't have it for this year, but you can have it,
I feel like that's even more fun.
Yeah, it is fun. The bad thing too to that is sometimes they sell out of things, like we were saying. Yeah. So it doesn't even go to clearance.
Right.
Which is unfortunate because I love it when they go on clearance.
And you have to be in the mood for that kind of stuff. But
that's
it's
true.
So fun to just go and like look at what's left and like kind of see if there's anything that you want. I just like seeing the prices go down too.
Exactly, me too. But sometimes it's like we've gone to Target in the past, and sometimes they've had like extremely good sales and like so many things.
Like
but then,
after Christmas,
like right after Christmas, yeah. But then I think it was this just past Christmas, we went and there was like they they had nothing left.
Yeah, I feel like they put everything away.
Yes, I feel like they put everything away. Yeah,
I was like, they
didn't put anything out for the sale, or maybe they really just sold out of everything. I don't know, but it seemed like I'm like they're not trying to put things on sale this year.
I was like, they're saving this for next year. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But anyways, moral of the story is you don't need to buy everything that you see.
Exactly.
You really don't need to. And even though it's so tempting because these influencers are so good. I mean, they get me every single time.
They get me too.
We just don't need it. We don't need this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And you just keep like a watchful eye. That's what I do. I just just try to, like I was saying, just make sure. I don't know. I'm indecisive in general. I'm very indecisive. So I sit on things for a long time. so that could be like a con, but I also think it's like a positive thing sometimes, because it makes me, like you were saying, like I'll add things to my cart, I do the same thing, and then I think about it for like a few days, and then I'm like, do I really need this, or even do I really want it?
Right.
And then a lot of times I end up not buying it. So that is like what works for me.
Yeah.
Because I also don't like to be like I don't want to have too many things in the house, like a hoarder. I don't want to have like so many things.
Yeah, you're more of a minimalist.
Yeah.
I'm a maximalist. Yeah. I'm not a hoarder, but I am a maximalist. More is more.
Yeah.
And less is less.
Yeah, exactly. And me, like you're saying, I am more of a minimalist, but I do, like, even right now, I'm like kind of struggling with decluttering, because I had for so long, I was like, no, I don't want to get rid of this or whatever. I was holding on to so many things, but I'm in the mood right now to like purge.
Same here.
And I want to take advantage of that, because I'm like, I want to get rid of like so many things. Just that I don't need anymore. And I know I haven't used for a long time, and I know I'm like never going to use again. And that's why I know we were planning this, but our yard sale, I feel like we need to have a yard sale at some point this year.
Yeah. I want to do that. I want to just get rid of like, but I want to do it later on, like in the summertime. Just gather all the stuff.
Yeah.
Try and sell whatever we can sell. And if we can't sell it, then we'll go and donate it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I had the idea too, because there's a lot of things that I'm just like, it's so random, and I'm like, I don't even know like where I could like sell this to or whatever. You know what I mean?
And you just grow out of things. You know, you used to like this and now you don't. And so that's kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah, exactly. And there's like, I have clothes that I'm like literally are in great shape. Some things even have tags on them, which I feel bad about. And I'm just like, I don't know, I need to figure out somewhere to like sell it. But I'll try the yard sale first. But I don't know. I wish I could find somewhere that I could just like sell it.
I wish I could find someone to give it to.
Yeah,
like someone that I know, or not even knows, just someone that, you know, I see that needs it, and just give it to them. I would love that.
Yeah, that would be great, actually.
So if we want to be like these influencers, right? If we want to buy the stuff that they buy, if we want to have the things that they have and all that stuff, we also need to remember this. They're gifted those stuff.
That's right.
A lot of the stuff, and not all of it, but their luxury things that they have, their luxury purses, their luxury vehicles, you know, things that they have, a lot of it is gifted. You know, their manager, they post this stuff. So this is like things that anybody can see. They do like a PR unboxing kind of thing. They're gifted an iPad. They're gifted like all these makeup things, you know, blushes, bronzers, you know,
like the whole collection. Like we might have like one blush, we buy one blush at the store, but they're gifted like the whole like 12 or 24 of them that there are.
Exactly. Yeah. And so they're like, oh, I love this one and that one and here and there. And each one of them costs $30, let's say, right? Yeah. It's like a minimum, $18 to like about $30 for like, you know, like a Tarte, you know, benefit kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's expensive for a regular person to spend, you know, $300-400 at Sephora or at Ulta. That's expensive. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money to be spending on makeup.
It's a lot. And, you know, they spend that money because, they're reviewing it. They're getting the money back. But also, you know, they get these PR packages and they slip in an iPad.
Yeah.
Or they get these, like a thank you from their management, because, of course, they're making tons of money for their management.
Right.
They give them a Gucci purse.
Yeah.
And they're wearing the Gucci purse and this and that. And so then we think like, oh, I want to have a Gucci purse too. I want to have this Prada bag. I want to have,
I want to live like that.
I want to live like that. And for us, it actually costs us, regular people, our money.
It's going to come out of our pocket.
Of our pocket, exactly, of our bank account. So we're going to see those dollar signs go down.
Right.
When they don't. Their dollar signs go up because they're making all this money for these companies and stuff like that. That's where they get, you know, the iPads, these luxury bags. You know, they're even gifted, you know, vehicles that they drive around and they promote it. And then, of course, they have to return it. But, you know.
But they're giving that for like a little period of time. I feel like it's almost like a little lease. But they don't have to pay the money for it. So us over here. And I think that's a good thing to point out. Like, you know, if you want to like compare lives, or like, it's like kind of, it's not unachievable, because obviously you can also make really good money in a job that's not being an influencer, right? You can like get an office job if you climb the corporate ladder, or like different things you can.
I mean, there's people that are also just born into money.
That too. If you're just born into money, you can achieve these things. But it's like sometimes you have to just remember that, like you're saying, they get a lot of stuff gifted to them, a lot. Even like I've seen like different people, like, you know, influencers, like, oh, like this company, like you were saying, they sent like makeup, whatever, but then they send a camera, like a freaking Canon camera that can cost like $1,000, and they send that to them as a gift. And again, it's because, you know, nothing in this world's free, so it's because they're making the company so much money.
Exactly.
So that's the reason why they're getting those things. But like us, if we want to keep up with like everything that they have, it's gonna cost us so much money. And it just reminds me of even you and me when we started. Well, we've been watching YouTube for such a long time, like I was saying earlier. But when it kind of like all these beauty gurus started to really come in, and I remember seeing their makeup counters, like their vanities, and they would open like a drawer and have like 20 lipsticks.
Yeah.
Like open the next one and have like, I don't know, like 50 blushes, like so much of everything. And I remember being like, oh my God, I wish one day that could be me. That I have like so many options to choose from and blah, blah, whatever. So it kind of gives you this thing to like idolize in a way, or not maybe idolize, but something you look up to.
Yeah.
And obviously we were younger and everything too, because now I'm like, I don't need 50 blushes. Like, what am I gonna do with 50 blushes?
I mean, I can't even go through one.
Exactly,
it takes me so forever to go through one.
Exactly. So I'm like, I don't even want that anymore. But so it could be like, and it's just like the celebrities. Like, I guess back in the day too, when people didn't really have influencers, people look at celebrities and be like, oh, they have these shoes. I want those shoes because they wore it, whatever. Right. So I guess it's that same kind of mentality. But yeah, you just have to remember, like, they had that many. Of course, they make good money, but they have that many of each makeup product, and they're even giving it away, like in giveaways and everything, because, like we were saying, the companies give them so much stuff that they are able to have all that. It's not because they are just a person working a 9 to 5 and bought all those things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just it's different.
9 to 5 money is not the same as influencer money.
No, that's not the same.
It's not the same. I wish we can have that.
I know. Doesn't everybody?
I know. That would be so amazing. Imagine that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's something that we just have to keep in mind,
Yeah.
That their stuff is they work hard. That's why they get gifted these things, Their job isn't easy.
Yeah. I mean, they have to be super consistent. They have to be like, I think they're always working, and that's, everything's a balance. Everything has their pros and cons. And that's the thing, like with a 9 to 5, where it's like, it's not even your company. 99% of the time, unless you're like the owner or whatever. But so you go in, you put in your work, but then when you clock out, you're clocking out. Whereas them, they are really working, like, I feel like all the time.
They are.
Because they're getting content and stuff like that.
Exactly. They do vlogs. They always have to get content.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're getting some money back like that, but it's not always attainable for the regular person.
Exactly.
And that's something that we just need to keep in mind. And it's nice to watch, because it's nice. Fun to watch. I like seeing it. I like seeing everything that they buy or they get gifted or whatever. I love it. And
I mean, I love like hauls, because I know there was like a moment in time when there was like a controversy, like people were like, stop showing hauls because it's like making people feel bad. And I'm like, no, never. I'm never on that side of the boat. Even if I know I'm never gonna buy that many things, or even those specific things, I love seeing what people buy.
And I love that they started showing the PR hauls, because that is like, I'm just like, oh my God, I want one of those.
Yeah.
I want to get some PR.
And I feel like we love seeing that stuff, because those are things that like kind of like BTS stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like cool for them to include us in it, and like give us a little sneak peek into like kind of the things that they get. Because I feel like celebrities probably get 1,000 times more, but they never show it.
And so these influencers show it. And so it's like, I just love it. I love seeing it.
So yeah, basically that's just like, it's so many people are going to be out here always trying to sell you things. And you have to just remember like what you actually need versus what you don't need.
If you can't afford it, don't buy it. That's just the reality.
Exactly.
And don't get mad at people for showing it, because, I mean, why not?
Everybody can buy whatever they want.
Yeah, it's like driving a car. You see there's Mercedes outside. You see there's like Lamborghinis. You see whatever. You see Toyota. You see Volvo. I mean,
and
doesn't mean anything, right?
Exactly. And that's their job too. Like, that's their job to like be showing all these products and like reviewing products and everything. So it's just like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, when you drive down the street, it's not like you're like, oh man, why are they showing off their car like that?
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. So
it's the same thing with influencers. They show that whatever they want to show, and it's your choice to watch it or not. And it's your choice also to buy it or not. Exactly. And you don't have to buy everything that you see.
Exactly. Yeah. And with these holidays starting early, man, they really got me. Like, I don't know. I'm not ready for the holidays to start yet, and all this like holiday commercials and all this stuff. I'm like, give us some time to enjoy summer.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so happy we're going to the beach. I need to get. After seeing like these holiday stuff, I'm like, I need to get back into my summer mode, because I'm like, summer is still here, and it's still going strong for a little while longer.
It is, and right now we're in a horrible heat wave too. So I haven't even been outside today because it's so hot. It's
like extremely hot today.
Oh my gosh, it's been really bad over here. But anyways,
we hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will see you in next week's episode. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, because we have new episodes out every single week
on Wednesday.
Yes.
So we'll see you guys here again on Wednesday.
Bye.